So I'm currently reading the book The Awakened Brain, and it is really interesting to hear from neuroscience, from research, that depression, despair, frustration, a lot of mental health issues can be healed by simply opening up to the idea that there is a higher realm, a connection to a spiritual world that each and every one of us has access to. And by purpose, I'm not using the word God here. I could call it the higher mind, or simply the universe, or intuition even. But the idea is simple, that we are in each and every moment guided by something higher, something that is beyond our limited physical mind, our ego mind, that is trying to plan, that is trying to calculate, to rationalize everything. There is an intuitive knowing, a wisdom that we all have access to, that guides us, that is telling us clearly through our feeling, now do this, go on that trip, record that video, go on that website, call that friend, leave this person or stay with this person, whatever it is. There is a higher realm that is guiding us. There is guidance, and people who were in deep mental suffering, who open up to that idea, they maybe started praying, they asked for guidance, they knew that everything, and that's a big thing, everything that happened in their life, it had a purpose, it had a divine plan. And people who open up to that idea, who realized that, who even saw the synchronicities in their own life, they healed from a lot of depression, because that's when you are escaping the little me world, okay? The little me which needs to survive, that's the ego which needs to feel validated and loved all the time. You escape that little me world and you open up into an interconnectedness with the planet, with nature, with something that is beyond you. It feels as if you become the instrument for God or for the higher mind. You become an instrument that needs to be just a channel for something much higher than yourself, much broader than yourself, and that feeling alone is so enriching. It is so liberating. You don't operate from that limited perspective anymore. You're connected to God. You wake up in the morning and you say, God, whatever it is that wants to move through me today, what you want me to do, I'm going to do that. And I'm going to feel into myself what you are actually telling me to do. And with that, you can let go of a lot of worries, you see, because you feel like, I don't need to worry about my financial success, about my relationships anymore. I know that this higher place, it's going to take care of it, as long as I'm just taking action on what is told, what's being told, what I need to do. And that simplifies life extremely much. But of course, that requires trust, right? That requires trust that God is actually taking care of you. And again, I'm just using the word God here, but I don't mean it in religious sense anymore. I just like the word God. You can call it however you like to call it. And here's the point. When we do that, we are no more so fixated on making life work, on making the plan, or making the business plan or life plan, or we don't feel like we need to do it all alone. We wake up, we said a prayer, we say, guide me today, give me the direction, and I know if I just follow through, everything is gonna work out for me. Okay, now many will ask, how do I know what God is guiding me towards? How do I know what He wants me to do, So yeah, your emotions tell you everything, whether you are moving into the direction of your higher mind, of God, or if you're moving in the direction of your ego mind. The ego mind always has that feeling, that sensation in the body of fear, of effort, of I need to get this done right now in order to achieve happiness in the future. The God, when you move in the direction of God's plan, of intuition, you feel enthusiasm, you feel passion, you feel great joy for what you do in the moment, right now. What you do right now is not supposed to bring you somewhere better down the road. What you do right now feels absolutely in alignment with who you are. It feels joyful, it feels good. Right now when I talk here, it's flowing through me. I'm doing it whether somebody would watch it or not. That's when you can be sure that you are moving in the direction of God. You see, that's when you are in his footsteps, when you take orders. Even the word enthusiasm comes from the old Greek or Latin, I don't know for sure, but it means entheos, which means filled up with God energy. So if in every moment you would simply choose the option that carries the most excitement for you, the most joy, the most passion, you can be sure that that's your intuition telling you go this way now. And that's something you need to tune in your body. It's something you need to feel, okay? It's your feelings that tell you whether or not it's guided by the ego mind or not. And also what's quite important, the ego mind is often very much in plans, okay? It's in goals, in a distant future. It knows exactly like what you should be doing in your life and stuff, and it feels like hustling towards it. The God mind, the intuition, it comes in sometimes in pictures, but it's very vague. It's not really clear at some point, you know. It feels adventurous, it feels unknown. It's just pulling you towards a direction. It feels like you're curious to go into that direction or to start that new business thing. Maybe you don't even know exactly what the business is about. You just feel passionate to move into it, to learn a new skill or whatever. But you should not wait until you start, until you actually know exactly what it's gonna be. Your intuition is never working like that. Your intuition is just showing you the next step. It's a light on the path. You need to be present and you just know the next step. And that's the beauty of it, because life becomes really miraculous, surprising. It becomes alive. You're in a constant dialogue, and you need to constantly tune into yourself and reading your vibes. Like, should I go left now? Should I go right? Sonia Choquette, in her book Trust Your Vibes, she says that intuition, your higher mind, it is talking like road signals. It just says like green, yellow, red. So if you look around for the options that you have available right now, and you could go to eat with a friend, you could call, you could record something, you could read a book, your intuition is telling you clearly like red, yellow, or green. Like, how does it feel to read that book now? And you might say, oh, I would love that. That's a green signal. That's God or intuition telling you do that. Or you could say go swim in the ocean, and it feels yellow, like no, I don't want to do that right now, or it's okay but not as much as reading the book. Or I should start a business now and I should sell a new product, and it feels like red, like clear red. I don't want to make another person an object, or I don't want to hustle in that way now. That's a red signal. And that's the awakened brain. The awakened brain taps into that constantly, habitually, in every moment, realizing, okay, there is a guidance from above and I just have to align with it. And if we become better in it, it feels like practicing a sport or an instrument. And at some point you just operate really only on that level, like you're just connected to God, you're just connected to the higher mind, and you just feel into yourself, and you know exactly, okay, I gotta do this now, I gotta do that now, no matter if it looks illogical, if it doesn't make sense. You feel it immediately. And the great thing is you gain so much happiness and momentum and joy from doing that, that you just know this is the right path. And yeah, that is really healing. That is medicine. And the neuroscience actually backing it up with, research, it's freaking amazing. Just as amazing as you are and all of us here. It's beautiful. I wish you a wonderful day, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments. I just started that channel and I would love to do that more often. And I will. But yeah, let me know. Have a wonderful day.